Hey, I'm AEyers, and this week I'll be refining how I play the Bare Necessities on guitar. So first, I'll just play a little bit of how I played it originally. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. First thing I'm gonna do is change the key so that it's a little bit higher in my voice, because I like it for this song. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The next thing is that I start singing before I play like the first chord, and so it's hard to know what note I'm supposed to start on unless I've already played the chord. And so what I'm just gonna add just that at the beginning of it. One reason for changing the key that the song is in is because I want to do a verse an octave down, because that's just fun. And so if I'm in, this is G, then I have to actually start on a D down below. So if I'm in G, I have to start bare necessities. But if I'm in C, like I was before, then I have to start, I can hit that note, but it's like not pretty and it's hard to sing there, so like, that's not the plan. The bare necessities. When I'm singing an octave down, it's gonna be a little quieter. Want to change it up a little bit. And so I'm gonna put down my pick for that verse and chorus. So the second verse is spoken, and I'm doing it in my bassy voice. So I figured I'd just go straight from bassy voice into bass verse, and then move on from there. So at the end of that second verse, instead of going, the bare necessities of, I'm down. The bare necessities of life will come to you. For the bare necessities. And then after that, switch back to the pick for the next verse. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam. The next thing I want to do is I want to mute a couple chords in the verses, specifically at the beginnings. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. Okay. The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and the plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few, the bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Now when you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, and you prick a raw paw, well, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big pawpaw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. The bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. Don't spend your time looking around for something you want that can't be found. When you find out you can live without it and go along and not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, or Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. We're going with that. Hope you enjoyed. That's all for this week. Next week, I'm thinking I'll do a song with boomwangers, which are these colorful tubes. And Chloe may or may not be involved, depending on whether she wants to or not. Should be a good time. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
I mean the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, that's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities.